Hey, so hello everyone. Welcome back to all board regulatory bodies. Last week, that is on Saturday and Sunday, you will see that RBI Grade B and NABARD Grade A 2024 Phase 2 exam are over. So I was fortunate enough that I gave both the exams. So I can honestly tell you what was my experience and also tell you some of the takeaways which you can look into and try to prepare for the next year. Simple takeaways are there. Make sure that you are definitely going through whatever I'm telling. Okay, again, these are not the things which could be completely true, because we all have seen that RBI Grade B and NABARD Grade A exams both have been dynamic enough that they may change anything, and that's what today I am here to tell you and share my experience. So again, I also didn't got, I'll be really very honest that I also did not got so much of time to prepare, but still as being in the journey along with you, I was able to prepare as well as I was able to give this phase 2 and phase like for RBI as well as NABARD. So there are certain takeaways which I felt through this RBI Grade B exam. Okay, so first thing is that many a times various platforms or overall the perspective about RBI Grade B exam is nothing but it is a backup plan for me, or it is something a secondary exam for me, and that is because RBI Grade B exam is such which you can prepare in only 6 months. So what we will be doing is that first we will see RBI Grade B takeaways, and then we will look into NABARD Grade A takeaways. We will see selectively RBI's takeaways first and then NABARD's. So let us and stay till the end, because this small video compact, it will give you a lot of information which you will never get anywhere. Okay, because definitely I have just given the exam, so I can literally tell you what has been happening in this last 2 to 3 years in RBI Grade B as well as NABARD Grade A exam. So first thing is that RBI Grade B is no longer a 6-month affair now. So if you are thinking that अरे ये तो बैकअप एग्जाम है, ये तो सेकेंडरी एग्जाम है, मेरा प्रायोरिटी तो IBPS PO है या मेरा प्रायोरिटी UPSC सिविल सर्विसेज है, so forget about it and better you prepare for your primary exams only. Don't prepare for secondary exams, because it's nothing but you are wasting your time. You will not be dedicatedly preparing for either of the exams. And if you want to prepare for 2 exams, then prepare like one. RBI will be no longer an exam which you can prepare in 6 months or last 4 months and you can clear it. Various toppers also have been telling such myths to you, and then you get inspired of your fake tonics. सो इंस्पिरेशन इज नथिंग बट अ फेक टॉनिक. तो कोई टॉपर बोल देता है कि 4 महीने में मैंने आरबीआई क्लियर कर लिया, तो आपको भी लगता है कि अरे उसने क्लियर किया तो मैं भी कर लूंगा. सो नाउ दैट इज नॉट ट्रू. आपको आरबीआई ग्रेड बी अगर प्रिपेयर करनी है तो आपको 9 मंथ प्लस लगेंगे ही. 9 months you will definitely require. Now there is a reason for this. Why 9 months will be required? So definitely if there is a student who is understanding the current affairs, finance current affairs, economic current affairs, PIB, सब समझ में आता है आपको, बट आरबीआई का स्टैटिक सिलेबस भी तो है, फिर उसमें डिस्क्रिप्टिव आंसर राइटिंग भी तो है, फिर उसमें ऑब्जेक्टिव क्वेश्चंस की प्रैक्टिस भी तो है. So that is why I feel that to complete the syllabus you will require 6 months at least, and then to understand the newspapers, finance, getting deep into the finance current affairs, then RBI circulars, RBI website, ESI में PIB news, government schemes, ये सब करते करते आपके कब 9 महीने से ज्यादा लग जाएंगे आपको पता भी नहीं चलेगा. And that is true, accept it. If you think and if you are in the paradise कि 4 महीने में एग्जाम निकाल लूंगा, that now definitely is not true, because year after year the difficulty is going to be much more like difficult as well as worse. Okay, and it does not relate with how much seats are, how much students are applying. RBI is going to maintain the standard which it has established now. Okay, and if you don't believe this, go and see last 3 years question papers for phase 1, for phase 2. They have shown dynamic patterns. They have shown either of the subjects being so difficult. एक बार quant difficult कर देंगे, एक बार reasoning, एक बार ESI, एक बार finance, and this has been like a wave. अगर आपने अगर 2023 में एग्जाम दिया है and if you feel कि ESI तो difficult आया है, so what you will do? आप 2024 में ESI ज्यादा प्रिपेयर करके जाओगे और होगा क्या, फाइनेंस डिफिकल्ट आ जाएगा. सो दिस हैज बीन अ पर्टिकुलर पैटर्न. ओके, सो मेक श्योर दैट कि आप हर एक सेक्शन को अच्छे से इक्विलेटरल टाइम दो. ठीक है, बहुत अच्छे से टाइम दे दो, क्योंकि कुछ भी डिफिकल्ट आ सकता है. नेक्स्ट, न्यूज़पेपर रीडिंग इज वेरी क्रूशियल. आपको अगर लगता है दैट यू आर गोइंग टू वॉच अ पर्टिकुलर वीडियो फॉर 6 to 8 months, आई एम गोइंग टू रिलाई ऑन अ स्पेसिफिक मैगजीन और इसी मैगजीन से सब कुछ आएगा, देन दैट इज अ मिथ. Okay, समझ लो that question can be from anywhere. For example, they have not asked many questions from government schemes this year. They asked major of the questions which were from report, and 2-3 report mix करके उन्होंने पूछा था question. So newspaper becomes very quintessential. Then level of RBI grade B will be increasing. इसमें तो कोई doubt नहीं है. Okay, RBI doesn't care about how much seats are there and neither about you are you applying and sitting in the exam or not. वो अपना level बढ़ाते जाएगा. ठीक है. Next, guidance is more important than courses. We have seen that maybe on Telegram or various other channels, resources are available, notes are available, classes are available. But what is the stark difference between a person who clears RBI and the person who is just into this race? So the problem is here that to have a specific strategy. In RBI, major of the students who have been giving this exam in 2 to 3 years, they themselves don't know what their strength and weaknesses are. अगर मैं अभी आपको पूछता हूँ कि क्वांट में if I give you 30 questions and these 30 questions are from the all the recurring topics from quant, तो कितने लोग यहाँ पर मुझे right on the spot can tell that sir मैं I will be solving DI questions, 2 DI questions I'll be solving. Whatever, आप कोई भी पेपर दो मैं DI सॉल्व करके रहूंगा. There who are the students who can tell कि सर मैं टाइम स्पीड डिस्टेंस सॉल्व करके रहूंगा. मेरा मतलब स्ट्रेंथ है, वो फॉल्टे है मेरा. कुछ भी आ जाए टाइम स्पीड डिस्टेंस में मैं सॉल्व करके रहूंगा. This is lacking in student and that is why for your kind information courses will not help you, guidance will definitely help. ठीक है. Next thing is that finance and ESI section. What is the rail which is going on in this last 2 to 3 years? एक बार एक सेक्शन डिफिकल्ट आता है तो दूसरे साल दूसरा सेक्शन. And one more thing, it's not even about the difficulty of the section. It is also about the unpredictable section. That means this year if you observe, finance section was difficult. Then what happened in ESI? In ESI, no government scheme was asked as compared to the last year. Government scheme पूछा नहीं, इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि government scheme एक भी नहीं आई भाई. But when you compare with last year, no that much prevalence and the importance of जो government scheme का importance होता है ना कि भाई ESI में जो 50 ऑब्जेक्टिव मार्क्स है उसमें से 30-35 तो गवर्नमेंट स्कीम और पीआईबी से आएंगे. अब वो गारंटी ही नहीं है. यू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट द सिचुएशन इज. यू कैन नॉट टेल दिस किसी को भी कि 30-35 तो क्वेश्चन गवर्नमेंट स्कीम से आ जाएंगे, टेंशन मत लो. दिस यू कैन नॉट टेल एनी मोर. ओके, नेक्स्ट. सो सरप्राइजेस आर देयर. नो मोर स्कीम्स, सर्कुलर पैटर्न, जो आप सर्कुलर्स के वगैरह पैटर्न, गवर्नमेंट स्कीम्स के स्पेसिफिक पैटर्न थे, अरे ईएसआई का यही पैटर्न होता है और यही आता है, यही करके जाओ. That will not be possible. So that's what I'm trying to tell. And last, mixing of reports, and you can expect it because I have seen it in NABARD also. In NABARD also they did surprisingly this. Okay, PFLS अपना पीरियोडिक लेबर फोर्स सर्वे और नाबार्ड के एनुअल रिपोर्ट को मिक्स करके एक पैराग्राफ पूछ लिया था. तो आरबीआई में भी उन्होंने वैसे ही किया है. क्लाइमेट के रिलेटेड कोई रिपोर्ट था, 3-4 उसको मिक्स करके कुछ भी पूछ रहे. So they will do mix-up of reports, they'll do mix-up of news, they may do mix-up of government schemes, and this is going to be complicated in future. But there are certain good things also which are happening in the RBI grade B exam. That is, there are certain topics which RBI always love, and these are economic related topics, macroeconomic topics, topics associated with climate change, education, gender, etc. And these topics you will see either replicating in essay, okay, and that's a huge advantage. Imagine that कि आपने climate change ये पूरा topic बहुत अच्छी तरीके से आप prepare करके गए. Then definitely if one essay comes about climate change, you are having already an advantage. So these were all the takeaways from RBI grade B. Overall, it is going to be difficult. The pattern is going to be dynamic. That's to conclude. Next is NABARD. What were the takeaways from the NABARD? So NABARD, one thing you have to understand, the first thing, many of the students used to say that, sir, ARD is important, but at the same time, ESI is important. But now I will really tell you that ARD is the main pillar of your NABARD grade A exam. Without ARD, it's highly impossible to clear like NABARD. Why I'm telling this? It is because, see, I'm not saying that कि ESI की credibility में नहीं consider कर रहा हूँ. ESI is as much as important. But when you go into a section which is English descriptive, उसमें भी ARD के 2 essays पूछे जा रहे हैं. Not one, but 2 essays. So this shows you that कि जो भी NABARD में पूछा जाता है, that is from एग्रीकल्चर डोमेन. तो आपको एग्रीकल्चर डोमेन बहुत अच्छे से प्रिपेयर करना होगा. दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. सो इफ यू आर अ स्टूडेंट, आपको पहले से ही इंटरेस्ट है और आपको थोड़ा सा इंट्यूशन है एग्रीकल्चर के बारे में, दिस एग्जाम इज फॉर यू. सो वन पॉजिटिव एट द सेम टाइम अ निगेटिव थिंग. ठीक है, क्योंकि अगर एआरडी आपके लिए अगर डिफिकल्ट जा रहा है तो मेक इट योर स्ट्रेंथ. देयर इज नो ऑप्शन राइट नाउ. मैंने बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स को देखा था कि कभी कभार वो ईएसआई पे खेल जाते. अब वो पॉसिबल नहीं है क्योंकि डिस्क्रिप्टिव में एआरडी के ही 2 एसेज है, तो आप क्या करोगे. एंड व्हाट इफ वन ईएसआई का जो टॉपिक पहला उन्होंने पूछा था वो भी अगर एआरडी का इन फ्यूचर आता है तो क्या ही कर लोगे. सो दैट्स वन ऑफ द बिग challenges. Next, there are pain points which are associated with agriculture sector, जैसे कि use of technology in agriculture. What is the status of institutional credit and how it can be improved for agriculture? What are the problems associated with post-harvest management in horticulture or in any other type of agriculture? ये नाबार्ड के इतने favorite topics है. These have been repeating in last 5 to 8 years. एंड दिस टॉपिक विल बी डेफिनेटली इन फ्यूचर ऑल्सो, बिकॉज ये देखो ना, ये नेक्स्ट 30 to 40 ईयर्स के लिए ये प्रॉब्लम्स है और इनके सॉल्यूशंस है. जैसे टेक्नोलॉजी, यूज ऑफ ड्रोन इन एग्रीकल्चर, जैसे पोस्ट हार्वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट हो गई, लॉजिस्टिक, कोल्ड स्टोरेज. इससे क्या होगा, आपका फूड वेस्टेज सेव होगा. फूड वेस्टेज इज वन मोर ह्यूज प्रॉब्लम फॉर एग्रीकल्चर एंड नॉट टुडे, नॉट इन पास्ट बट इन फ्यूचर ऑल्सो. अभी भी एफसीआई में अगर आप देखते हो, इन एफसीआई एन्युअली अगर आप देखते हो, हॉर्टिकल्चर 40% पूरा सड़ जाता है बिकॉज ऑफ इम्प्रॉपर पोस्ट हार्वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट, दैट इज स्टोरेज. सो ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड दीज टॉपिक्स को. यार ये टॉपिक्स आपके सामने हैं. दीज आर द प्रॉब्लम. फार्मर सुसाइड्स, फार्म लोन वेवर, इनको अच्छे से प्रिपेयर करके जाओ एंड प्रिपेयर इट लाइक यू आर प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर योर प्रिपरेशन, नॉट फॉर एग्जाम. अगर फार्म लोन वेवर के लिए प्रिपेयर कर रहे हो तो एक अच्छा सा ऐसे लिखो, उसमें सारी चीजें डाल दो, एग्जाम्पल, केस स्टडी, गवर्नमेंट स्कीम्स, so that if anything comes, वो नोट्स आपके याद हो और आप उसको क्लियर करो. ठीक है. So one thing is there that such topic identification and second preparing notes for these topics is very important. I'm not saying that these are the topics which are outside of the syllabus. No, these are within your syllabus only, but एकदम specifically mentioned नहीं है. पर these are really problems for agriculture. I want you to do this. क्योंकि आप फ्यूचर में नाबार्ड ग्रेड ऑफिसर बनोगे तो यही सॉल्व करोगे. सो बेसिक सी चीज है, आपको यह आना चाहिए. पैराग्राफ बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस आर टफ नट टू क्रैक. मैंने देखा दैट एआरडी, ईएसआई, देयर वर पैराग्राफ बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस एंड दीज वर मल्टीपल स्टेटमेंट बेस्ड एंड दीज वर डिफिकल्ट दिस ईयर. ठीक है, मतलब डेफिनेटली पैटर्न चेंज हो गया. एवरीबडी वाज एक्सपेक्टिंग कि अगर पैराग्राफ क्वेश्चन भी आया अगर 2 मार्क का तो सिंगल लाइनर ही आएगा. टफ आने दे, फैक्चुअल आने दे, लेकिन सिंगल लाइनर आएगा. दैट चेंज एंड मल्टीपल स्टेटमेंट बेस्ड क्वेश्चन केम, तो थोड़ा सा स्टूडेंट डगमगा गए. Relevance of government schemes and ARD static topics. Government scheme do came in the NABARD exam and their importance is there. Don't worry. But ARD static जो topics say, those recurring topics are still relevant, but the way in which the questions are asked, that will always change. What are the ESI questions? Those repeat. Many of the students who are new. Agroforestry, eggs availability मैंने बताया 3 साल से, वो मतलब 2016, 2021 and now again. Then parturition, breeds के ऊपर एक क्वेश्चन पूछा गया था. सच रिपीटेबल एआरडी स्टैटिक टॉपिक्स आर देयर. मेक श्योर दैट आप उनको एकदम कॉन्क्रीट प्रिपेयर करके जाते हो. डेप्थ ऑफ द टॉपिक मैटर्स मोर देन कवरेज इन फेज 2 एग्जाम फॉर आरबीआई एज वेल एज नाबार्ड. ये मैटर नहीं करता है कि आप कितना सब कुछ करके जाते हो, नहीं, पर जो भी कर रहे हो वो ठीक से करके जाओ. दैट्स व्हाट आई मींट बाय दिस पॉइंट. एंड लास्ट, देयर इन बोथ ऑफ दिस एग्जाम देयर कुड बी अ सरप्राइज पैटर्न, सो बी प्रिपेयर्ड. So these are all the overall takeaways in your RBI and NABARD exam. Maybe that future, if you are giving in 2025, these all essential points will help you for preparing as well as cracking this exam. Thank you very much and see you next time.